Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're about to dive into a topic that's probably been on your mind, especially if you're thinking about your financial future. You've probably heard the terms pension and retirement accounts thrown around, but do you really know the difference? And more importantly, which one should you be working for? That's what we're going to explore today. Now, I know what you're thinking. Pension? Is that even a thing anymore? I thought only ancient kings and queens had those. But nope, pensions are still a thing. And on the flip side, we've got retirement accounts, the modern way to save for your golden years. And trust me, there's a lot to unpack here, so stick around. Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a future video about all things finance. And hey, tell us in the comments below, do you currently have a pension? Or are you all about those retirement accounts like a true 21st century saver? We want to hear from you. Let's kick things off with pensions. You might be thinking, wait, what even is a pension? It's a little bit of an old school concept, but it still exists today. A pension is essentially a guaranteed income that's provided by an employer after you retire. It's like getting paid for doing nothing, but only after putting in a ton of hard work for your employer for a couple of decades. Imagine this, you've worked 30 years at your company, and when you retire, they're like, here's a monthly check for the rest of your life. Enjoy the hammock in your backyard. Sounds like a dream, right? But don't get too excited just yet. There's a catch. With pensions, the amount you get paid is usually based on how long you've worked there and your salary. It's not like a lottery where you just win the jackpot, you have to earn it. So, for example, someone who worked 20 years in a company may receive a pension based on a percentage of their salary. You get paid monthly, and the good news is that this payment doesn't stop until you, pass on. Sounds pretty sweet, right? Now, the downside, if you leave a job before reaching a certain number of years of service, you may lose the pension benefit. And for many people these days, pensions are getting harder and harder to come by. Companies are shifting to 401(k)s and other retirement accounts because pensions are expensive and can be a big financial burden on employers. Also, there's another problem with pensions. You're tied to your employer, you can't just take your pension with you if you decide to switch jobs. So if you retire and want to move to a different company, your pension may not travel with you. You might be stuck with what you've already earned. Think of pensions like a really long one-sided marriage. You've got to commit, and sometimes you're stuck for the long haul, but hey, at least you're guaranteed something. All right, so now we know what a pension is, but what about those retirement accounts? You've probably heard of things like 401(k)s, IRAs, and even Roth IRAs. These are the modern-day tools for building wealth for your retirement. But here's the key, you control them, not your employer. So, a retirement account is essentially a savings account that you use specifically to save for retirement. But here's the kicker, it's not just any regular savings account. These accounts come with tax advantages that help you grow your money over time. Pretty neat, right? All right, let's break it down a bit. The most common type of retirement account is the 401(k). A 401(k) is a retirement savings plan that's offered through your employer. You contribute a portion of your salary, and depending on the plan, your employer might match your contributions up to a certain percentage. This means, in some cases, you could be getting free money, also known as a match from your employer, so don't leave that on the table. But hold on, there's more. A 401(k) grows tax-deferred, meaning you don't pay taxes on your contributions until you withdraw the money in retirement. Tax-deferred. Sounds fancy, right? It's basically like putting your money in a magic box where it grows and the taxman can't touch it until later. How cool is that? Then we have the IRA, the individual retirement account. This one is individual, meaning you can open it regardless of your job. IRAs are a great option if you don't have access to a 401(k) or want to contribute more towards your retirement. IRAs come in two flavors, traditional and Roth. Think of the traditional IRA as the I'll pay the tax later option, and the Roth IRA as the I want to pay tax now, but not when I retire option. It's a little like choosing between a pizza with cheese on top or cheese on the bottom. Both are great, but it depends on what you're in the mood for. The biggest difference between pensions and retirement accounts is the ownership. With a pension, your employer is responsible for managing your retirement fund. With a retirement account, you are in control. You decide how much to contribute, how to invest the money, and how to grow your retirement fund. So here we are, pension versus retirement accounts. Which one should you really be working for? Pension pros. You get guaranteed income for life no matter what. It's predictable and stable. If you work for a company that offers a pension, you can rest easy knowing you have some steady income coming your way in retirement. You're locked into your employer, and if you leave too early, you might lose the benefit. Also, pensions are becoming rarer and rarer these days as companies shift toward 401ks. All right, let's dive into the pros of retirement accounts. First off, you have complete control over them. You decide how much to contribute, and in some cases, you even get employer contributions. Plus, the potential for growth with options like 401ks and IRAs is pretty sweet. And here's a great perk. You can switch employers without losing your retirement fund, so you're not tied down. Now let's talk about the cons. You are responsible for managing your account. No one's there to tell you what to do, and if you're not careful, you might find yourself not saving enough or investing it the right way. It's something to keep in mind for sure. So, to sum it up, if you like the security of knowing exactly what's coming your way in retirement, the pension might be your go-to. But if you're a bit of a control freak, and that's a compliment, trust me, and you want to make sure your money is growing in the best way possible, a retirement account might be right for you. All right, folks, that's a wrap for today. Whether you're working towards a pension or focusing on building your retirement account, the important thing is to start now and build a plan that works for you. So which one do you prefer? Are you all about that steady paycheck with a pension, or do you like the freedom and flexibility of a retirement account? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and while you're at it, like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more great content like this. Your comments really help boost the channel, so we appreciate every single one. Until next time, stay financially smart, stay secure, and as always, work hard but work smart. Catch you in the next video.